Thanks to the support as a channel member, Mikey Bell. Well, folks, it's make or break time for the series because today is the Champions League quarter-final against Barcelona. If we make it through this one, surely we're winning the whole thing. Hello and welcome to part 29 of my FM21 save with Leicester. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode, we have both legs of our Champions League quarter-final against Barcelona. If you remember, in the last round, we did manage to see our way past Real Madrid. Real Madrid were third in La Liga. Barcelona are top of La Liga. It was a 1-0 aggregate victory over Real Madrid. It was the closest you can get. And of course, Barcelona also have Harvey Barnes in their ranks, who is on loan from us. He went on loan there in the January transfer window. It's a player we would have loved to have had back as soon as Neymar got injured, and also a player who previously has a hat-trick against Barcelona when we put all those goals past them in the European Super Cup last season when we beat Barcelona 8-1. I'm not expecting another 8-1 victory over Barcelona today. If we manage to get one, though, that'd be lovely. In other news, we are still in the FA Cup, knocking Tottenham out in the semi-final, quarter-final. In fact, you saw that in the last episode, didn't you? And we've beat Newcastle in the Premier League since then as well. So we are still top of the league with 8 games to go, 2 points clear of Manchester United. So we're looking good for retaining our Premier League crown. But now we just have to find a way past Barcelona with a team that, I mean, it's not full strength. We all know the issues that we've got this season. Largely, the issue now is just Neymar. Everyone else is pretty much back. Yes, Barnes and Werner are unavailable because they're off on loan at Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona, but everyone else who is injured or suspended is available for this game. This is, Neymar aside, the team I intended to take into the second half of this season. There are no excuses apart from Neymar. I will definitely use Neymar as an excuse. There are no excuses apart from Neymar. And this is the team for the Barcelona game. We've got Donnarumma in goal, a back four of Grimaldo, Romagnoli, Luis Felipe and Pereira, Declan Rice at the base of the midfield, Valverde and Aouar ahead of him, and then Dembele and Neres supporting Erling Haaland up front. It doesn't even look like we've got anybody on a yellow card. So unless we get a red card or an injury, we should be full strength for the entire tie. Like I say, no excuses. Let's see if Harvey Barnes is in the Barcelona side. He is on the bench for them. So there's that. I guess, of course, they've got Jadon Sancho, who we tried to sign in the summer. And when we couldn't get Sancho, we went and got Dembele from Barcelona. So they'll look at Dembele thinking, we upgraded past him. We don't need him. Let's pump the fists. Let's do the media credit, blah, 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 blah. We are away in the first leg. And as we know in these Champions League games, the goal for the away leg, especially if it's the first leg, is to just not mess up. Are they playing Messi in central midfield, did I just see? Now, I'm no expert, but I think if I was Barcelona manager, I'd probably play Messi in a slightly more attacking role than what they seem to be doing. Messi playing alongside De Jong in a 4-2-3-1 in central midfield. I know he's getting on a bit now, but still, I would imagine, unless he's doing a Ruud Gullit and he's just going to go further and further back the older he gets, and he'll still be playing for Barcelona at 40 years old, but as a sweeper, it just seems very odd. Rice, out to Grimaldo. We've got an early attack forming here. There's only a minute on the clock, and it's Dembele playing it into Valverde. Valverde did have the overlap from Pereira there, but took a little bit too long to give it to him. It does make it back to Rice. Rice finds Pereira again, and what a goal from Ricardo Pereira. Less than 2 minutes on the clock, and Ricardo Pereira, it's only his first goal of the season, although he has obviously weighed in with some very important goals in previous years. But what a start to this tie. 1.5 minutes gone. It's Barcelona 0, Leicester 1. Bang. Pereira scores. Beautiful. Now let's just defend resolutely for the remainder of the game. Interestingly, for those of you worried about FM Touch on Switch, I can see there's a Switch advert for FM Touch in the background there. Last I heard, it is definitely coming this month. So there's your confirmation. Aouar's in here, plays it across to Neres, who must score. David Neres does score. 12 minutes gone, it's 2-0. Who said we won't get 8 today? That was terrible from Barcelona. What an awful mistake from them. And Aouar capitalised on it. It's awful. It's Messi who wasn't alert to what was going on around him, already queried why play Messi there, and he just wasn't alert. What has happened to Messi? He's a holding midfield player and he's not any good at it. This is beautiful. This feels like we're being handed an opportunity here. Let's not mess this up, eh? No matter what happens against Barcelona, it can't be a bottle job. But when you're 2-0 up in the first leg after 15 minutes, it's harder to say it's not a bottle job when you end up losing. They have now put Messi out on the right wing. I noticed that little switch has just happened on my touchline tablet. So the experiment of Messi in central midfield lasted 34 minutes. Aouar's got space here though in the middle. Valverde shoots and Valverde scores. They might have moved Messi too late. It's 3-0 to Leicester. We've got Barcelona's number here, boys and girls. This is absurd. Neres doing very, very well again. He's been fantastic this year. Plays it into Aouar, who has also been fantastic this year. And Valverde shows why we paid £100 million plus for him with a very, very solid win. So, of course, a World Cup winner now, with Uruguay winning the World Cup back in October, November time. So he's going to be looking to add a Champions League win to his World Cup win this year as well. Might be the greatest season in anybody's life ever if he manages to pull that off. Romagnoli then playing it out to Grimaldo to Dembele. Messi now trying to get involved, but Dembele just runs away from him, and Dembele's just going to keep on running here. Plays it into Aouar and it's 4. Oh my word. Barcelona do not know what has hit them. 36 minutes gone. Barcelona 0. Leicester 4. Messi is done. He didn't know what was going on again. Dembele has made him look like a joke there. And what a pass into the path of Aouar. Our central midfielders have just run this game along with the wingers. The ridiculous thing is, has anyone even seen Erling Haaland yet? We're 4-0 up in the first half. We've not even seen Erling Haaland in a highlight. We've got the best, well, maybe the second best. Who's the best young striker in the world? Mbappe or Haaland? We've got one of them in our team, and we've not even seen him yet. He's not even started playing yet today. That's been incredible. Now let's not mess up. Right, they've actually put Messi back into central midfield with that substitution. They've lost their mind. It wasn't working. They gave Messi 10 minutes in a more advanced role and have now moved him back into centre mid again. Here is Haaland, first contribution he's had to any attack. Ricardo Pereira plays it back to Neres. Neres is trying to win a penalty. In fact, plays it into Haaland, and Aouar's got a hat-trick. And it's 5-0. A 10th goal of the season for Aouar. And this is the most ridiculous. We thought it was ridiculous when we put 8 past Barcelona in the Super Cup. That was only the Super Cup. They had a justifiable reason for not caring about that. This is the Champions League quarter-final. We've come to Barcelona and we've already scored 5 goals. My goodness me. This might just be the best team I've ever put together in Football Manager based on this performance. They've now put Messi up front. They don't know what to do with him. They're just chopping and changing and swapping him around all over the place. They have no idea what to do with Messi, which you would think after the amount of time he's been at Barcelona, they'd have figured it out by now. But he's now playing his 3rd different position of the day, and he's now back out onto the right wing again. We're on Messi watch here. Todibo is moving around constantly as well. Harvey Barnes is on, but playing centre mid. But, I mean, Barcelona, they don't know what they're doing. Sack the manager off the back of this, surely. Neres is going to come off and we're going to bring on Maddison to play on that left-hand side where we know he's played so well, so many times before. We're just keeping an eye on everybody's fitness levels. I think we might. Declan Rice is on a yellow card, not playing. I mean, he's on a 7.1. I can't say he's not playing well, but he's slightly tiring. I might actually bring on Belotti for Haaland just to put even more pressure on their defence. Haaland's had a quiet day, and we know how good Belotti is at just putting these kind of defences under pressure. And they've got a centre-back who's having a terrible game. Let's have Belotti there just hassling him constantly as a pressing forward. But Barcelona on the attack here. It's Dybala on the right-hand side. Grimaldo kind of deals with it, but sort of kicks it straight into Dybala. But it's a very tame header straight at Donnarumma. He's going to keep that under control all day long. And here's Ramos just going to stand there and wait for a pass to present itself, I think. Romagnoli Likewise, there's no pressure on our players from Barcelona here. They're not trying to close us down. They're letting us pick our passes, take as long as we need, and we're just passing it through. And we're passing it through them as if we're Barcelona. Pereira with the cross. It's cleared, but only as far as Grimaldo, who just cleans up the mess. And James Maddison's in, and there's number 6. Maddison scores against Barcelona, and it's 6-0. I've run out of ways to say it. It's 6-0. Harvey Barnes probably thought all his Christmases had come early when he went to Barcelona, but he'll be getting flashbacks of when he was the hero. He was the hour a year and a half ago. He'll want to be back at Leicester next year. Forget this Barcelona nonsense. Leicester's where it's at. Right, final change. Let's have a little look at what have we got down in the bunch. We've got Castagna, who could potentially come on for Pereira, who's tiring a little. And Didi could come on and do a similar role as well. You know what we might do? We might just take off Awar. He's done his job. No, that's silly. Forget done his job. We are going to take off Pereira and bring on Castagna. Weirdly, my assistant manager wants Calvin Phillips to come on there. We've got Pereira and Ndidi, who are both very good right backs, to come on. But my assistant manager wants Calvin Phillips to have a go at right back. Try players in new positions when 6-0 up against Barcelona. That's the theory. Declan Rice, heads clear. He's been dominant as usual today. I mean, that's the first time we've seen him anywhere near a football. And they do have a goal back through Dybala. We do have to be a little bit careful that we don't get too overconfident. It is still Barcelona at the end of the day. And if they were to grab another one now and get it right in the second leg, ridiculously, it's not all over. Our last 2 games against Barcelona, we've scored 14 goals against them. And I still don't feel completely confident that the match is won. Messi's on a 6.1, now playing as a centre forward and not having a very nice time. I mean, I said at the start, it wasn't going to be 8 today. I was right. It wasn't 8, but it has finished. Barcelona 1, Leicester 6. Let's go do the second leg. Relatively comfortable, but only 1-0 victory over West Ham later. Leaves the Premier League looking like this. Still 2 points clear, 7 games remaining there. And we are back to the Barcelona game. We have had the message through saying Erling Haaland needs a rest. I've not sent him on holiday. It's a risk, especially when we're 6-1 up from the first leg. I just that's him now saying he wants to have a rest. Just had a quick chat with him at the door. We've agreed that he'll come off at half time if we're a couple of goals up again. I don't know. Do we start Belotti? Maybe we do. He's convinced me. Maybe we start Belotti, and if we need Haaland, he's there to bring on then. That's probably more sensible. So let's get into the game. Other than that, it is the same team. Castagna's come in, but it is pretty much the same team. Otherwise, let's see what Barcelona do with Messi, shall we? Absolute madness. Looks like he's going to be playing on the right-hand side of midfield today with Sancho on the left. Makes a lot more sense. Harvey Barnes still down there on the bench. Just notice as well, John Stones at defence now. I don't remember him from the first leg. If he's the answer to the problem that they had defensively in the first leg, welcome to the semi-final, boys and girls. Let's pump the fists. Tell everybody we've been doing lovely lately and not get overconfident. I'm spitting on myself here. This is no good. Let's not get overconfident. That's the key. We're already resting Erling Haaland, which is an indication we might be a little confident. But, you know, he was tired. We'll give him a little rest. Belotti got 38 goals last year. It's not like we're playing a nobody up front. We know he's a very, very good striker. He was in the team that beat Barcelona 8-1 last year. And I think he got a couple of goals in that game. Obviously, Harvey Barnes was the star. I'm sure Belotti grabbed a couple against them then. So we know he's more than capable at this level of being a very good player. But Barcelona knocking the ball around nicely here. Stones looking to play the ball over the top for Griezmann to run onto, but Romagnoli just snuffs it out completely. I love the way Declan Rice drops back between the 2 defenders at the back as well. We almost become a back 3 at times. And it is beautiful. It's what we signed Rice for. Ball over the top from Romagnoli. Belotti there. Oh, he's hit the post. He did so well to get there. That deserved a goal. Romagnoli showing John Stones how to do the pass he was looking to do before. It was perfectly placed. Belotti couldn't quite get there early enough to put any kind of direction on it. He just kind of swung his foot and hoped and was very unlucky It's hit the bottom of the post. If he scores there, it's all over. It's probably all over anyway, because it's 0-0 as we approach half-time. We've still got the 5-goal advantage. But, Belotti deserved a goal there. Right, outstretch the arms. Happy with how things are going. I did just have a dugout message saying that Neres is getting tired. In fact, he's picked up an injury. So we should probably take him off. Renato Sanchez could come on and play out there. In fact, we're going to bring James Maddison on. We'll stick Dembele over that side. Maddison can come on the left, and we'll go with that. And they've taken off Griezmann, which is another interesting one. Messi still out on the right-hand side for them. They've now stuck Dybala up top, and they're just constantly changing everyone around. Barcelona have got a lot to learn from Leicester here. Pick a team and stop fiddling with it constantly throughout the match. Fiddling with your team all match long is not the way to win a football match. Right, Dembele's shattered now, so we're going to bring Sanchez on for him. He's played out on that right-hand side plenty of times for us this year. We need to keep an eye on Grimaldo as well, who's tiring. Pereira could come on for him, or Ndidi could come on for him, and we could swap. In fact, there you go. My dugout is saying do exactly that. If we put Castagna at left back, we can then bring Pereira on at right back and just see the game out. That does rule out the Erling Haaland substitution, but you know what? I don't think we need him. I think there's the headline. Didn't even need Haaland to beat Barcelona by 5 goals on aggregate. We did all the work in the first leg. Very professional second leg. Doesn't matter that it was a 0-0. We already had it won. They knew we already had it won. And we're in the semi-final of the Champions League. Do we know who we're playing? The draw's already happened, hasn't it? But it was last week, and I now don't remember who we're playing. Belotti vows to end goal drought. I mean, he deserved to end his goal drought today. That's for sure. Right, do we know? It's going to be Manchester United or Manchester City. So we'll let that be a surprise. Tomorrow, Man United or Man City, 2 teams below us in the table. If we're ever going to win it, it's going to be this year. We've dealt with Real Madrid and Barcelona now. There's no excuses for not winning the Champions League at this point. We've got to make it past Man City or Man United. And then in the final, it's either Valencia, Atletico or Roma. Well, we've already beaten the 2 top teams in Spain. We could beat the 3rd or 4th. And Roma are 5th in Serie A. We have got to win this year, haven't we? Or else I'm a silly goose. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.